Hello Gemini, and welcome to the weekly love reading for singles from the 1st of March until the 7th of March. Now Gemini, I've already pre-shuffled your cards. I am ready to go. Before we get into the tarot, firstly, obviously my setup is a little bit different. It's just for this week. I am away, but I didn't want to delay getting these readings out to you. I felt like they were quite important. Spirit kept waking me up at the 3 a.m. time. So I was getting the message going, do the readings, do the readings, do the readings. So I'm doing the reading. I just want you to know that we do have Mercury going retrograde, okay? That does affect you. It's your ruling planet. So if things haven't been challenging enough, then they're going to be challenging for the next couple of weeks, okay? It's not the best time to start anything new. It's not the best time to sign any new contracts. It's not the best time to travel. Expect things to be delayed or things to go haywire. It's going to vary for all of you depending on your personal natal charts. But what I do like to think of the Mercury retrograde period is a time to rejuvenate, restore, refresh, to also go back and review, right? To look at whatever projects we've been working on and try and turn that rough diamond into a polished diamond, right? You've got that time to do it. It's about actually, you know, putting the finishing touches on something. And then once we come out of that phase and the new moon after that is, you know, a better time for you to start something new. Speaking of new moons, we also have a new moon in the sign of Pisces on the 5th or the 6th of March, depending on where you're located in the world. But Gemini, let's get started with your reading. This is a weekly love reading for Gemini from the 1st to the 7th of March. You come into this time period with the 6 of Wands. This is a card for me usually of success, recognition. It's also a card that could speak of fame. Sometimes you know, someone who's quite famous, it can speak of that depending on other cards around it. But for you, I feel like it's success in terms of getting recognized for something. Maybe because the 8 of Pentacles is underneath it. Maybe it's something at work. I know this is a love reading, but I'm going to call it as I see it. Because the 8 of Pentacles speaks about something tangible, a project, something you've worked really hard on. I feel like you're getting recognition this week. What's interesting is that you start off this time period with the Page of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. Again, more about money, your foundation, who you are in the world, where you're going. Gemini, this could speak again about work, someone kind of giving you an offer. I feel like it's a project, or if you're not working full time and you're retired, I feel like maybe, you know, let's say you go up to the bowls club or something and you play bowls. I feel like there's a, you know, a charity drive that they've asked you to step up and kind of work on. Because it comes with a 4 of Pentacles, which is a card about managing money, needing to find your foundation, holding tightly onto money. What's interesting is that at the base of this, you have the High Priestess card. This does represent Pisces. And as I said, you've got the new moon in the sign of Pisces. And as I'm doing this reading for you, it is into that new moon time period. So maybe it's like you've got to complete something within the week and you really need to trust your intuition as to which way to go. I feel like for some of you, you're healing after a heartbreak. In terms of signs, I do have a Capricorn coming up quite strong because it's the Devil card next to the Queen of Pentacles. That also represents Taurus or Virgo. Pisces, as I've mentioned before, or potentially a Leo. And I also have maybe a younger water sign, but I'm really getting Earth. So Capricorn, Taurus and Pisces. I feel like with the Devil card at the center, this is a card that speaks about addictions, right? It does rule the sign of Capricorn, and it can speak about bondage, things that are addictive, right? Everyone has their own vice, their own crux. Some people are addicted to potato crisps, potato chips, for example, and they just can't stop eating them. Once they open the packet, they can't stop. Some people, like me, are addicted to cheese. Other people are addicted to alcohol. Other people are addicted to illicit drugs, prescription drugs, whatever it may be. If this is resonating with you, Gemini, then I feel like this could be the time for you to reflect on that addiction, whatever it is in your life, and how it could be holding you back in terms of your love life, okay? Maybe it's a shopping addiction. Maybe it's going to the gym too much. You need to listen to your intuition, because I feel like you've been getting these messages for a little while about the fact that the reason why certain partnerships or relationships have not been working or progressing like they should is because you're kind of standing in your own way. You're not being the best version of yourself. You know this intrinsically in your gut, because whatever it is, I feel like lowers your vibration and then pushes away people that would otherwise be attracted to you, potentially maybe even partners you've had in the past. That's your energy at the weekend, okay? That is quite deep, but the message was there, and the message was there for someone. as you get into the next week, you have the Princess of Cups coupled with the Ace of Cups. So it's fantastic. It's like realizing this within yourself and then drawing in a brand new start. The Ace of Cups can speak about brand new love, okay? But in this reading, I feel like it's a reconciliation with someone, potentially a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or this could be someone extending their cup of love. It could be a Capricorn, or a Taurus or a Virgo, right? It could be someone that's coming back into you for you to have a second chance with if you're able to balance your energy, Gemini. Because I have the Queen of Pentacles grounding it, very earthy, very grounded, very nurturing. And the reason why I say reconciliation, because as I said, the Ace of Cups does mean new love or a reconciliation. But at the base of your energy, you have the Three of Swords as you're going into next week, but it's coupled with the Sun. So when you see energy come out like this, right, a good tarot reader will tell you what the cards mean. Yes, but you guys are smart. You can go look up what the cards mean. That's not why you tune into these videos. A great tarot reader will tell you what they mean together, and then a phenomenal one will tell you what they mean together as well as how it could apply to you, right? So this card on its own can speak about third-party influence. It can speak about three's a crowd, you know, type thing. It can speak about someone who's literally broken your heart. It is the card of heartbreak. This card on its own is the card of success, fortune, you know, it's the sunny card, right? And I love the illustration of this. It looks like one of those painting, like a Jackson Pollock, right? Everything's going crazy. But for some of you, it's about illumination. And for others of you, this is healing. It can have healing energy. Often the Sun card doesn't get a lot of notoriety for being a healing card. It's overlooked a lot because people see it as going, oh, everything's going to be okay, and everyone wants the Sun. It's the very best tarot card you can get in the deck. And it is. But one of the other flip sides of it is, just like as humans, we need vitamin D. It's also very soothing for our soul. So for me as a reader, hopefully as a good reader, and you're still watching, when I see this combination come out together, I feel like it's healing after heartbreak, okay? What I feel like it's for you, Gemini, is healing after heartbreak due to addictions. And I feel like addictions, it's an energy goes both ways, right? You guys know that as I'm reading, so don't hold on to gender, don't hold on to being your energy. It could be someone that was from your past, an earth sign or a water sign, that had an addiction, and that's why you broke up. Maybe they had an addiction to attention, maybe they had a sex addiction, maybe there was another person involved and absolutely broke your heart, and that's why you had to break up. But I feel like there's some kind of revelation this week, and they're going to come back in to try and make amends with you, Gemini, so that you can heal and move forward. And the universe does that a lot, right? It does that so that we can actually see things from a clear perspective, trust our intuition and gut. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get back together. And to be honest, I don't see that in this reading. I feel like it's a reconciliation so that you can both move forward separately. Can I please have an additional guidance card for Gemini? Whoop. I want the one that just fell on the floor. Of course it would fall on the floor. Oh, I can't reach it. Sorry, Gemini, this is not my usual setup. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, right. So that's a repeating message for you because you already have it up here. I love when it comes out like that, right? It was worth the awkward stretch to try and grab it for you. Let me read it for you from the book. So in this book, it speaks about opening up. Withdrawal, blocks, control, and release. Definitely a card of blocks and bondage. Sometimes past sorrows cause you to withdraw both from your emotions and from other people as a way of preventing further pain. However, this closing up or shutting down prevents a free flow of energy from and to you, interfering with the ability of the universe to fulfill your desires. When this card appears, it suggests that you may have blocked or closed off your energy field in some way. Have you let sadness or fear prevent you from moving forward into more satisfying, loving relationships? It's time to open up, Gemini. I wish you a fantastic week ahead. If you've liked this video, please hit the thumbs up, and I'll be back with you next week. Take care.